Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Maddox. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Clemson's offense will take the field first. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close, and Clemson's talent being far superior, dominated Cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against the guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You gotta make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gage. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Working that left side down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Going right and going deep. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. And the Tigers are on the move. To the air on 1st down. He caught it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Gage. Turning it on. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll try the run. He'll try to take it back. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
From the gun, running back on the move. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
To the ground. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Grove. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field, running to the left. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Got it in the middle. It's Winston. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos, a silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's complete. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got him. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments.
Ready to start the 2nd half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Nothing went right in that 1st half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. catch in the middle. It's gone. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. On the run, it's Gage. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to...
Breaks into the open. At 20, 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Quickly complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Zings it complete to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
Offense in an empty set. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Leaves it with the running back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Working the big fella to the corner. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here's a fumble way behind. He's running free down the middle. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Clemson. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right
there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. On the run, it's Grove. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Power football with the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They feed him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Gage. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The last two plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Winston. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
They just keep firing. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Touchdown, Clemson! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Goff. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He wants to change this route. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They'll pick up 4. 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.